Alright, welcome back to Native M's channel. Today we're back at it again with another video, and today we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic, about this artist right here, because this has been sparking a lot of debate, a lot of controversy around the media, and sparking a lot of opinions. We're going to be talking about YG and the Gentleman's Club, not the album, but a specific track from it, because it's been buzzing a lot of words. But before we get into that though, please do drop a like and also subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on, because I'm going to be making more hip-hop content in the future, because that's what we do on this channel. Anyway, let's talk about YG and the Gentleman's Club. His brand new record is out. I thought it was a decent album. I liked YG's approach on a lot of the tracks, except this specific track right here, Tiffany. Man, this has been causing a lot of debates, and I guess this is going to be a little bit more serious, because this is going to be a serious topic, even though we do fuck around every single video here. But basically Tiffany is like this, I guess in a way, a anti-transphobia or a stand against transphobia, but I thought it was just executed poorly, and I'm gonna get into the points on why I think that. I was planning to sort my points out on like a notepad or whatever, but I don't know why I'm not doing it, so let's just get into the fucking point. So verse 1, we have here YG spitting the first verse on his mellow instrumentation, which I thought was kind of interesting and like, I don't know, like a little bit sinister, not in a bad way, but it just sounded like mellow. So here, on this night, Chris met Tiffany. So Chris, the dude, and Tiffany, the trans woman. On this night, Chris met Tiffany. Tiffany was at the club wearing Tiffany. In the middle of the club, they played Central C, and that's how they met. I guess it's meant to be. Tiff came to the table, asked for a drink. Chris was like, "You're a baddie, shit, what's good with me?" So basically, all of this, like the first verse in general, was just like Chris and Tiffany met, boom, bang, at the club, whatever, popping shit, all that, drinking, and some other altercations that happened in the club, whatever the case may be. That's not really the main point. So like, now we get to the verse 2. All the commotion made him sober up. They told him his host was fine in the club. Chris like, "Fight for what? That wasn't my hoe. We ain't never fucked." His homie like, "I don't know. This shit a dub. But the bitch was for sure trying to tell you something, huh? Tell me what? Shit, I don't know. Nah, tell me what?" Then Chris like, "Fuck that, we gone. We're Tiffany." Tell her ass, come on. So this was referring to the first verse, because Chris saw a woman he had known, and then that woman went past both Chris and Tiffany, and then Tiffany was basically trying to hide her face in a way, or like trying to hide herself from this girl, and then obviously that went into like this blibber blabber on the second verse. That's why all the commotion made him sober up. So here's where it gets interesting. Okay, so they walked to the car with her ass, Tiff alone, but in the car they ain't even speak. Soon as Tiffany got in, she fell asleep. Chris driving, laid back in his seat, thinking how he finna beat them cheeks. So basically planning to do a freak show, all that, you know, intercourse, fuck, whatever, make out, all that shit. Thinking she didn't know she met a freak, finna give this girl all technique. Then he pulled up to a street, woke Tiffany up, like, "We made it to the crib, girl, where I live, girl." They're basically getting freaky and blah 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 blah. So like, let's get to like the ending parts of the second verse. So I guess they're in the crib now, and now they're about to do all their freaky shit, whatever. That's cool. Chris pulled his pants down. She was blushing. She was rubbing on his woody. He like, "Is it creamy? Is it pudding?" I don't know what the fuck YG was rapping about, but okay, that's fine. Offered her clothes. He was pulling. She like, "Wait, I got something to tell you." "What?" "I'm a trans woman." And then this basically just like brought up this trans panic, and then resorted into violence in a way. Here's the outro. "You motherfuck, bring your bitch, where the fuck you going? Bring your motherfucking ass here right now, bitch. You said you's a motherfucking what?" See, I think YG meant well, but like this execution for me was just like terrible, because we have seen this many times, like the violence against trans people. Like, it's the same stereotype every time. YG was trying to show how violent certain individuals can get, I guess, against trans individuals or other individuals in general. But like, I feel like there are better ways to execute this other than resulting into violence. And this is the part 2. This is where it kind of made me ick out a little bit. It kind of made me a little bit distasteful. I'm pretty sure he meant well, but this is just kind of sad and kind of scary to listen to. He was also doing like a trans woman voice, which kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But this is like the part 2. This is basically Tiffany's part. No, please, 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 I'm sorry. And then this is Chris. Fuck, you're sorry, you disrespectful motherfucker, you disrespectful motherfucker. And then Tiffany again said, no, I'm sorry, I swear I should have told you, please don't hurt me, please. And then Chris, bitch, you had your motherfucking time, bitch, you had your motherfucking time, bitch. This is like the sad part, because like, if this is like this is supposed to be against transphobia, or like this is supposed to be anti-transphobia, why is Tiffany apologizing? And isn't it like in a way supposed to be empowerment? Why is it like Tiffany's revealing of her being trans, like the climax of the whole story, like the climax of the track itself, the climax of being against transphobia? Why is that like the turning point? And the worst part of this track is, see, you done fucked up and crossed the line. You done fucked up and you ain't got no more time. You done fucked up, yeah, you ain't your lies. See, you 35 and finna is 45. So this is from Chris's perspective. This is basically Chris's murderous thoughts, or like violent thoughts, because I guess he got tricked. But like there's so many ways to approach this. I don't know why this is the route that YG chose. Cool, you want your execution to be the stereotypical like murderer against trans women, trans people. That's fine, but like there's nothing innovative about it. That's just like it's directionless. Why is Tiffany underwritten when she's supposed to be the protagonist in her story? Why are we concerned about Chris? Tiffany was the main topic of the track itself, but like why is she the one being underwritten? Why is she the one taking the jabs for like Chris? I don't understand. Why does she have to apologize as well? Isn't she like supposed to be standing up for herself in a sense, or like her being trans supposed to be like empowered in a sense? Why does she have to apologize for being trans? And I don't like this trick, or like Tiffany trick Chris, all of this shit, because like it's looking like it's tolerating violence. It's like the same shit every single time. You don't hear this in Auntie Diaries, okay? Auntie Diaries had like a direction, an acknowledgement to it. This just seemed to me like the whole writing perspective, the whole writing perception was just pressure. On Auntie Diaries, listening to that track, you hear Kendrick acknowledging what was said to him, and you feel the pressure releasing throughout the track itself, or throughout the track's duration. I don't feel it here. So anyways, so the demon in me is finna take control. I'm in a pickup truck with a shovel in the back flat, 21 shells plus bust, blackjack. You did wrong and still alive. I'm finna get at that. If the cops pull me over, they gon' catch me in the act, gripping on this Glock while I'm sweating in my palms, getting closer to my soon-to-be victim in his car, pressing on the gas as I said just for some songs. I didn't even know the verse was this bad. What the fuck? And then, I cannot live with this shit, you gotta go. Then he grabbed the Glock 4/5, put in a clip, cocked it, heard it click, pointed to her face, then everything switched. He like, man, I can't do this to a bitch. What would you do if you was Chris? And also the fact that this track had a beat switch was kind of comical and a little, I don't know, it left a little bitter taste in my mouth. I think it would have been better if the whole track itself was just mellow, but it had a fucking beat switch like it was supposed to be anthemic. Like what? Bro, the subject matter is already serious enough, and the way you were executing it was already like, you were walking on like pins and needles and shit, and you were wearing socks. Fuck. And also this question, what would you do if you was Chris? This also rubbed me the wrong way in a sense. Like, what do you mean, what the fuck would I do if I was Chris? Bitch, why are we still worried about Chris? What about the perspective of the actual trans person? Like, Chris is not a danger, the trans person is a danger. Chris is not a danger. Chris is the danger. What the fuck? I feel like this is like just a flawed execution of YG against trans violence and whatever. I'm sure he meant well, but like, it's just, it could have been done so much better. Anyways, that's that. Let me know what you think of this. Drop a like, sub, comment, see ya.